Okay, so the statue does come with an art box. We see the Winter Soldier Captain America portrait here. A silhouette type of logo thing for Captain America. Queen Studios again. So this is a museum type statue, so it's gonna be really small, as you can see by the box. And we have the authenticity card right here. It says Queen Studios Collectibles, Captain America Quarter Scale, Marvel Studios, Captain America the Winter Soldier, a bunch of logos from Disney and Queen Studios, and this is from the Infinity Saga. So this is actually my first MCU Captain America. I was planning to get the Iron Studios one, but the price was quite high for what it is. And this is, I think, probably just $600 US, but I could be wrong. So I went for this one. So as you can see, we only have 3 pieces. And let's start with the base. Okay, so it's extremely hard to get the base out. Let's remove the other stuff first. So we have the portrait here. He does have Chris Evans likeness in my opinion. The eyes is decals, I believe. It's not acrylic or glass eyes. Lots of details and textures. Very lifelike. Nice portrait. Next is we'll get the body. The body is actually really heavy. I think this is fully casted, which means it's not hollow. So let's check. Yeah, everything definitely is one piece. Lots of texture. There seems to be no break, which is great. We have the second piece, and now it's finally time to get the base once again. I think the statue expanded during shipping, making it extremely hard to pull out of the box. And in the styro, let's try and put this upside down. Hopefully gravity helps us get this base out. Guys, I'm not kidding. This is extremely hard to get out of the box. There's almost no gaps or space for this to wiggle. I think Queen Studios should have added some space for this. There's actually a similar emblem to Superman's chest. Anyway, that's upside down. Let's see. The edition size is 800 pieces and I got number 46. The base is again heavy. Like I said, it's fully casted most likely. So Captain America's left foot does have a key and peg, which obviously goes to the base. And the portrait. So this is just a 3-part assembly. So we have completely assembled Captain America. This is probably the easiest assembly I've done in a while. The statue came in just 3 pieces, head, the body, and the base. Let's start off with the concept. Obviously, this is a museum type statue with Captain America on a walking type of pose. Very simple indeed, and even though it's simple, it still came with some flaws. But more on that later. So the base is this metal type platform with Captain America's logo on the side. It's not your typical museum black round base, which is great in my opinion. The shape of the base is actually the same shape as of the chest logo of Superman. Anyway, moving on to the sculpt, the base has lots of small details to it, making it really look like it's real metal. Going to Captain America, he is packed with textures. I mean, all areas of his suit has this very fine textures. There are also some very fine details such as stitchings, wrinkles on the leather areas. It's highly detailed, no doubt. Also, gotta hand it to the factory. The print is amazing. It is very detailed and none of the detail seems to have like this very fine stitching. All of them are very visible. All textures as well look so fine. Great job by the factory. Also, the portrait does have Chris Evans likeness, which is fantastic. Definitely a great MCU Captain America statue. So moving on to the paint, the base is painted really nice. It's not your typical dark gray or gunmetal paint you see in customs. There's definitely tons of shading and even rust on the metal parts. My big problem though is the the Captain America logo here on the front, it isn't centered and not even straight. This is really a bummer as it is on the front and it's the name of the movie and the statue. Anyway, moving on to his boot, it's painted really nice, definitely looks like real leather, even has some small dirts on the side, a really nice touch. They definitely paid attention to small details. The rest of the suit is almost painted with this dark flat blue, very similar to that of the movie, which is great of course. As for the portrait, really nice skin tones. The paint on his ears almost looks like it's real, to be honest. His eyes are decals and even has this really small micro veins on the sides of his eyes, which looks very real. To top off that, they even have gloss paint to make it even more realistic. Overall, great sculpt and paint, but this statue might not be for everybody as this is a museum type statue and might be too simple for some collectors. Since I am a museum pose first collector, I do love it a lot. And most likely the best MCU Captain America statue around. Besides all that praise I mentioned, my statue still comes with one more flaw, and that is my statue is actually standing not straight up. It actually wiggles a lot. I'm not sure if this will cause an issue over time since I think the statue isn't hollow, or maybe not as hollow as the usual statue. The statue is actually quite heavy, so it might be more sturdy than usual. Not really sure if I can fix this or if it needs fixing now. Time will tell, I guess. I think Queen Studios need to up their QC a bit. Okay, so a few days after we recorded the video and unboxing of this Captain America from Queen Studios, I noticed the shield logo on the right arm of Captain America is not centered as well. So there are two stickers or decals that isn't aligned. One is this on the shoulder and the second one is here at the base. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I'll be sure to unbox more statues in the future. If you're looking for something else to watch, you can check this video right here. So this is Carl and see you in the next one.